Last night I was sick with a cold. Ed and Beth motored us back to Ny-Alesund to anchor, wait for better weather to sail up to Ny-something or other, the most northern settlement in the world. But we're going to do that today, but now the engine is not starting. I think it sounds like maybe sort of a fuel problem. We're thinking maybe the fuel filter, or is it seeing much fuel coming through? So that was probably the problem. It's not as bad as mine was though, on my boat. Here comes Mark with the filter. Our hero. Mark saves the day.
Again. Sea rescue. Well, we're all in it together.
Got over with.
Okay. Well, cool. Sorry. Cool. Some of this.
Okay, let's start up. Oh, that was easy. Refueling for North Pro Svalbard. Taking a quick look at the ice charts before we head up north. Everything looks open. Kind of a dreary day out. 100 miles to go on this passage to Ny-Alesund. I've been reading, I'm gonna watch now, I'm reading this book by Morticia. Seems to have like a lot of tricks and stuff about various things about sailing. Kind of interesting. It's pretty foggy. So I've got the radar on also. You can see our friends behind us, and I guess you can zoom out, you can see the land over here. And then AIS, oh actually that's down there. That's a Swedish boat I saw in the port. We turned off our AIS because we don't want to accidentally go through some protected zone or something and get another ridiculous fine. It's pretty crazy. So there's some icebergs up here. Took 5 people in it.
I don't know whether to give us some throttles to get the bow up.
I don't know. Sam?
Yeah. We managed to coordinate this landing at the same time as a cruise ship. There's a pretty cute little coal mining train. The museum of coal mine stuff included a straitjacket and some scientific equipment, and then also some history about the big airships that they used to sail from here over the North Pole, which was really interesting to read about. And there's Amundsen, he did a lot of the exploring.
Go this way. Should we go this way?
This iceberg is coming right towards us. Actually, it's over our anchor, so we might have to push it out of the way. Getting closer. Maybe it's gonna pass us now. I think it's still over the anchor. I'm gonna try to move it. Oh my gosh. Let's see if Mark has the same issue. But he only got one little strand of the cup. You made it look too easy. We just weighed anchor from Ny-Alesund, and now we're heading up to 80 degrees north latitude because that's where the charts end, and Ed thought it would be interesting to go off the charts, and I kind of agree. We'll be sailing, I think we got about 60 miles to go, and there's been a lot of ice. I actually have to kind of keep watch because there's big enough pieces that can hurt the boat if we hit it. We finally got a little bit of wind. We've been motoring for the last few days, so it's nice to get sail for a change. I just put out the jib and the mainsail. This mainsail is awesome. It just unrolls from the mast, and all you gotta do is press a couple buttons. The jibs, however, take a lot of winching to get tight. North Pole! We're doing 7 knots with about 12-13 knots of wind, and it's at about 65 degrees. Bit of a swell we're feeding into. Looks like there's another glacier up here, so I have to watch out for ice. It kind of gotten less in numbers, but I do see a few here and there. So now I'm off watch, and I'm up in my cabin up here in the bow. I really like it up here, especially when we're sailing into a big spot like this, because we go weightless up and down and we crash through the waves. And this part of the boat is actually going underwater when you go through a wave. So I'm like in a submarine, and then I'm airborne. A lot of people don't like sleeping up in the front of the boat, but I think it's awesome. So I'm gonna get some good sleep, and then we're doing 4-hour watches, so I get 8 hours of sleep, and then we should be at our destination by then. We are only less than a mile from 80 degrees north, which is off as far as the charts go.
What are we on? 59.4.
You did it. 80 degrees. There you go. You can't even see us on the chart. We're off the chart. So we've now headed south. Great sailing weather. The autopilot can't keep up with the boat though, so I'm having a hand steer. And also we don't have charts in this area, so I'm just trying to keep far away from land and keep an eye on the deck so I don't run into anything. I've gotten so accustomed just to using my Navionics app and everything. Feels kind of weird not knowing exactly how deep everything is and how close you get to land, but it shouldn't be a problem. Just keep the distance and So now we're gonna go to this Magdalena fjord, right there. And there's an old whaling site and some graves, and it's supposed to be really pretty. Unfortunately, it gives us these Latin lawns, and I can't plug Navionics on iPhone. Doesn't let you plug anything above 75 degrees north into it, so I just have to kind of like manually find them. That's a good one. So our anchorage here is full of icebergs. And that just won't do. We weren't able to anchor in Magdalene fjord because of the direction of the wind and the way it was pushing the ice around. So now we're headed back towards Ny-Alesund to get more fuel. We're considering trying to sail over to Greenland or Iceland instead of going back to Norway. And actually, before we go to Ny-Alesund, we might stop at this like a Russian town along the way. So there's been like a long trip going up to 80 degrees north and then turning back around. We thought we'd stop a few places on the way, but neither of them worked out. So we've been sailing for over a day now. But we should get into this Russian town along Iceberg today. We are now sailing to another Russian town. It is a operational coal mining town. I guess there's a coal mine somewhere in there. We stepped foot on shore at Barnesburg, and now we are leaving because they wanted $50 each.
No, 60.
60. No, it was 500 knots. That's like $50.
They wanted too much.
We were only going to be here for like an hour or two just to get lunch. It's ridiculous. For 2 boats would be $100. At the beautiful Russian coal resort town.
We're just going to be town yet.
It's not quite all the way out. That actually got us an extra half a knot. We're coming in at 8 knots under spinnaker. Gives a cool feeling. Thanks for watching. If you're getting something on the videos and want to make a contribution, I have links in the description. I really appreciate it. That's what allows me to keep making these videos and go on these sailing adventures. If not, maybe consider subscribing. YouTube tells me 75% of my viewers aren't subscribed, and we're getting kind of close to that 200,000 threshold, so that may be a pretty cool goal to make. I know we could do it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. We should be sailing back to the mainland, and I'll pick up pickled herring, and we can continue exploring the Baltic and the rest of Europe. See you guys then.